Hello.
Good morning, everybody. I know I said I wasn't going to produce a video so soon after the last one, but I figured this would actually be a really good opportunity because now that this is starting to be cleared out and sorted, and I'm starting to box everything up and put it on these shelves, I have a lot more shelf space now. I'm going to have more workshop space, so I think now's the perfect time to unload the GT. Because it's full of interior parts and other bits and pieces in the boot, in the cabin, and I've had it for about a year now. It's sat outside with a car cover over it, and I haven't actually sorted through what's in it. And I've always wanted to go through it, but I've had nowhere to put the items, and I didn't want to just chuck them on the floor and create another fucking pile of shit to deal with, or just chuck them back in the car to put the car cover back over it and sort them out later. So I haven't gone through this car since buying it. It's a Jap import, so it's a TA45 GT, 2TG EU in it. It's got all the nice Jap spec interior. You saw the door cards in the last video that are in the map drawers currently. So now that I have places for things, I'm probably going to go through it today. So I thought I'd get the fucking GoPro out and we can have a suss of the car together. I know there's some cool stuff in there. I had a peek when I got it, but there's so much shit in there I didn't actually pull anything out and go through it. I just had a quick look in the boot and the cabin area. So it's going to be an interesting day. I'm going to probably either be really disappointed that there's nothing interesting in it, or find some really cool shit. It'd be a good time to give you a tour of the GT as well that I've had sitting in my yard and done nothing to. But yeah, we'll have a look. Now there's a slight breeze today, and I don't know, it's freaking cold out here. It might warm up a bit later though. I mean, it's only like 9 o'clock right now. But this is the GT in all its hidden glory. So I'll take the rails off the roof. They're for the fucking van. God damn it! I've got van shit everywhere. They're the electric curtain rails that I still haven't fucking put in it. But I'll clear that off, and then I'll take the cover off, and we'll have a suss. Don't expect anything pretty. It needs work. So when I first got this thing, I did have a quick look in the boot, and I did pull one of the GT dash fascias out of it that was just sitting on top of everything, which is in the shed now. But as you can see, it's just full of shit. There's the other GT dash fascia in there. Yeah. The seats are pretty nice. I hope they're nice underneath all this crap. So yeah, the idea is to pull this stuff out and start putting it on the shelves. I know the boot's full of stuff as well. It's got some pretty cool wheels with it. made in Italy. They look a lot like performance challenges, I think they're called. But yeah, they're pretty cool looking wheel. I don't know if I'll keep them on here because I mean, a genuine Jap GT probably needs genuine Jap wheels. So here's the proof it's a TA45, not just an RA40. Completely factory setup, factory ECU and everything's in the cabin. I don't know if it runs yet. Apparently it does, but I haven't had it going. It's got the factory airbox, the factory igniter even, which is interesting because it runs the igniter with the resistor, and it's a very old school looking igniter. It's very small compared to the later model ones, I guess. But yeah, yep. So genuine TA45 GT. It's not a GT Rally because the GT Rallies had really basic interiors. They were meant to be lighter, you know, rally spec. The GT Rally is actually what superseded the GTVs. So Series A had the GTV model in '77, and then I think that was the last of them. Then they went GT Rallies. But yeah, this is just a GT, not a GT Rally or anything like that. It's full of random crap. Like I've got to go through it. There's some nice sets of tail lights in here. This looks like.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, that's a genuine Toyota. Okay. There might be some good shit in here. I just need to I need to do this strategically. I am overcome right now with so many emotions. Yeah, alright, alright, what I'm going to do is I'll set the camera up, I'll open the door up and I'll start taking things out, laying them out, see what we got, then put them away, and we'll just keep doing that process, having a bit of a nosy at what we've got here. Well, I've already found some pretty amazing shit, honestly, and I've only just started digging. This is just unreal. The guy I bought this off of, he said it was complete and just needed putting back together and painting pretty much. I believe him because I think other than carpet it has everything, you know. And like some of the parts that came with it are mint. Look at these. Not only are these rubbers still soft and in good condition, right, but I fucking found new old stock trims for the doors. That's an inner trim. These are both the outers that go on the doors. They're brand new, still in the wrappers. Look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty bloody stoked so far. Look at that. Clips that aren't friggin' rusty, rubber that's soft, and that is soft, wow. Oh man, I'm dirtying it with my friggin' hands. Alright. There's friggin' new B-pillar trims. Brand new B-pillar trims. These are Series A though, because they have the screw holes in them. Yep, Series A, black, they have the screw holes in them. Series B don't have any screw holes. So I think these are the ones that actually came off the car, because they've got these clips and the other one's got a broken clip. Which is probably why he bought them. Hey, shut up. It's only the bin truck, alright? See, anything that's bagged up, I tend to pull out straight away, because it's like, oh, that could be something brand new. What's going on here? The other thing is, this guy collected heaps of notes for everything, for fender mirrors, for friggin' like wiring. Just, I have to go through all this stuff. You know, this isn't gonna, I didn't plan on spending the whole day doing this, but yeah, it's potentially gonna take a while because, oh, look, there's the other inner trim for the door cards. Fucking new old stock, man. I can't think of a car more deserving of new old stock than this. Far out, man. This is exciting. This is exciting. Let's just now, one thing that I don't know if RA40 owners know, but there's a difference between coupe and liftback with these, right? Coupe's actually a bit longer. And there's another difference again between GT and just your standard. I don't know what it's like in the US. I don't know if you have these in the US in your coupes, but in Australia all the LTs have plastic ones, not the fiberboard bloody vinyl wrapped ones. So having these for a coupe is pretty rare. Because only the Jap models had the vinyl wrapped in the coupes. All liftbacks had vinyl wrap. The coupes we got in Australia had plastic. So now we can put this forward. I'll just be careful. What is this? This looks like trim that went on the car. Yeah, not a fan of trims that go on cars. So, I mean, even though it's in good condition, that won't go back on the car. So some of these have been resprayed, it looks like, but that's fine because I've got heaps of spare interior parts. That's been modified for some reason. That's been cut. I don't know why. God, that looks near new. I mean, it's not new, but it's nice. The GTs had a different washer bottle to the Aussie LTs because the twin cams have the airbox where it would normally go. What is this? Oh, I see some B-pillar trims down there. What? No way. What a shame they just jammed in there. Oh no. No, why would you just jam these under the seat? Ah, fuck. I've actually got this one and this one. Oh no. Oh, this looked like it would have been great. Oh, I can't believe these were just jammed under the seat. You know, if I went through this a year ago, these might have been okay. What a shame. Fuck. I've got a couple of these though, and I've got, I think, 2 of these, but I've never seen this one. What else is jammed under the friggin' seat? I'm gonna have to have a look. These are all your coupe trims. I've got a few of these in brown, but not black or blue. So, I mean, that's good. What else? These armrests. I've got a couple of these. There's something else under that seat. God, I should probably just unbolt the seats. What is this? They look like they're photos of this engine bay that he's printed out. And the colour's just seeped from them. So it's rubbish now. There's no saving those. What else? All your trims. Got your B-pillars. B-pillars. Man, there's some cool stuff in here. I'm already stoked with all this, honestly. I'm already stoked. Is there anything else lurking under here? I mean, it's a bummer about those brochures, but oh man, can't complain about all the other stuff that's in here, eh? New old stock and everything. It's unreal. There is a bit of bubble wrap behind here, and I'm curious what that is. I like that he's labelled all the chrome trim as well. I do that. I label all the pieces of chrome trim, and I've got a lot of chrome trim. He's kept it all in one bundle as well, yeah. It's very good. Those clips, man, they look... The clips are hard to get, and these look friggin' great. So that I'll unbundle later and put in the chrome trim rack. 20 cents. Already making money. Now this is pretty common for RA40s, these bloody window frames rusting out, so I am not surprised. I'll grab this out. I've got a couple of these. I mean, they're not hard to make anyway. At least he was smart with putting these on the seat, and he's put a bit of rubber right where that goes. It's a good bit of glass with a good mechanism on it, but I've got shitloads of glass. Oh wow, okay, these aren't actually that bad. That is not bad at all compared to to other ones. Compared to these. Chicken. Compared to these, yeah, that one wasn't bad at all. This bubble wrap I was curious about, but I don't actually think it's doing anything other than protecting the seat from these. Yeah, look at that. That's not bad at all. That is totally manageable. These are hard to get. Every time I see a good set in a car, I will take them. That's why I didn't bundle that one, because that one's got a bit of a bend in it. Rear windscreen. Now, an interesting fact about the rear windscreens you might not know, or the Jap models in general. No antenna hole, right? That's factory. All the Jap models didn't have a motorized antenna. They actually had the antenna built into the screen, which is that there. So that's your antenna, which is great. It's a pretty modern design for the time, and it looks heaps cleaner without having holes and antennas sticking up and everything. The only problem with these are as soon as they get scratches and stuff that takes the coating off, your antenna no longer works. But it looks like this one's in good nick. I've got a few others out the back. Oh, that's your seat belt. Right, so factory seat belt for the rear. I can go there for the minute. This windscreen is going to be very difficult to get out single-handedly, so I might need to get that out by myself. I don't actually know what this is from. Oh my god, you know what guys? You know what, I need it. This is overwhelming. Give me a sec. Give me a second to show you something. I need to show you something. I've got to find the box. I need to find the box quickly, because I just realised something with this freaking GT and it makes me happy. This is the one, okay. Okay, this is all the sun visors I have. Now, Jap models, GTs and GT rallies. The Jap GTs had this on the passenger side. It folds down separately to the visor, and it's a hold the fuck on handle. Right? This section here is actually metal, not plastic. This piece here is metal. so when it mounts to the roof it's solid. Now that you know what the hell that is and where it comes from and why it's important, I didn't notice this when I bought the car, but it's fucking got one. It's fucking got one. It's got a hold the fuck on handle, and I'm stoked. I mean, you know, it's not going to do much to stop the sun there, but who gives a fuck when you're holding on for dear life? Oh my god, I can't believe I've got another one of those on a car I just fucking purchased without ever looking at. And that's the other thing is, I never saw this car in person. I bought this sight unseen from, I think, Ballarat from memory. So I never saw this car. I just fucking bought it. I had no idea it came with all this shit. Dude could have kept all this shit and I wouldn't have even known. Far out. I paid a decent dollar for it. This was 3.5 as is. So 3,500 in the condition it's in. For an RA40 in this condition, you know, no one would pay that. But for a TA45, it's different story, man. Chalk and cheese. I gave the dude my money because I wanted this fucking thing, and it's definitely worth it already. Just finding all this stuff is amazing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put all this stuff away, and then I'll come back out here and start unloading more. A cupboard in here for all the new old stock, because I feel like new old stock's a bit more protected when it's in here. Just chuck this stuff there for the minute. There for the minute. Yeah, this is all the rare stuff slash new old stock. Most of it's new old stock, and I sort of hold on to it in hopes of having a car worthy of using these parts on, which, you know, now I've got one. Like, I've had this for years. New old stock radio. I mean, I've got 2 brand new lock sets here. New old stock badges, boot badges. Yeah, these are pretty cool too. I might as well show you. We might as well have a gander at all my NOS stuff while we're here, hey? Excuse me. Right, the sun's really fucking come out now and it's bloody hot. Oh, this country, man. Your nice winter's day ends up being fucking heat wave the instant the clouds go away and let the sun through. It sucks. Anyway, I've cleaned this up to start stacking more. They look alright. Oh. Cool. Cool. Toyota Celica. All pretty standard stuff. Oh, hello. I've actually got a couple of these new old stock already. These aren't GT ones though. These are your standard LT ones. The chunky ones are LT. GT are these. The GTs had the nice thin ones. I've got a couple of these, so that doesn't matter too much. Gear knobs I hoard heaps of, so I think I will have at least one that's good. This box can sit here for the minute. Yeah. So this is a loom for something. This is a fucking engine bay loom. Why does it look new? Nah, surely not. Oh, there's another bit of chrome I forgot. Surely this is not brand new. This looks brand new. Surely not. Come on. This is an engine bay loom. Nah, it can't be. It's probably not new, it's probably just in really freaking good condition. plugs, man. They're not, they're shiny as. I don't know about that. It could be new, it could just be really well looked after. So all this is the insulation from the boot, I believe. Actually no, this is the insulation from the firewall, because that's your brake booster, that's your clutch master. Yeah, this is all the firewall insulation. Another thing you might want to know about the Jap spec coupes is the roof lining is the pressed fiberboard stuff like liftbacks have, whereas Aussie delivered coupes like mine, like NooB, have a fabric roof lining, like this one actually. I'll show you. This is what Aussie delivered coupes have. It's essentially just a fabric that's stitched to a bunch of rods, and the rods are clipped in certain spots, and then the remainder of the fabric is clipped in, and then yeah, that's it. They're a bitch to pull out without ripping them. They're a pain in the ass, really. Whereas these pressed fiberboard, I don't even know if what you call it. I think it's like a fiberboard, but this stuff is much better to work with. And the coupes in Australia never got the headlining like this. They got the fabric one like I just showed you. So this is quite rare. There's more chrome trim here. What the fuck? Sapphire, you're in the way, man. What are you doing? That's another Series B trim in blue. This car's weird because it has a blue interior and it looks like an original GT interior because of the seats, the short headrest and the stripy fabric as a GT option. So all these blue interior parts look like they're the factory ones, but it looks like he collected a bunch of factory black parts to slowly swap the interior to black. I'm guessing. More trim, steering wheel. Wow, this one's actually not pulled away from the metal inside. It's got splits though, which sucks. I've got a couple of these, but they're all about the same condition. Okay, what have we got here? What's going on here? We've got another B-pillar trim, some exterior B-pillar trim, which are fucking gross. Yeah, a lot of them end up like this because these stupid little clips break off. That's annoying. Okay, take the trim out. Exterior B-pillar trim. See, I reckon these were the ones that belonged on the car, and then he went and found some black ones. I don't know, because it's got these in the back as well that are black, and I have a feeling he was slowly swapping the interior to black, or someone was at some point in its life. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've seen that sticker on a handbrake before. What are they? They're headlights. Whoa, I hope those headlights have the right fucking headlight retainers. That's another factory black piece. Broken though, which sucks. These must be the original blue ones from the car. I'm curious about these headlights, so I want to have a look at them. Because knowing my luck, they won't have the right retainers. But if we're lucky, they will be the correct GT headlights. Oh yes. Yeah! Fuck yeah, ladies and gentlemen. The holy grail of headlight retainers. Yes, the nice chunky ones that the GTs had. Fucking awesome. I didn't expect it to have those either. This is the car that keeps on giving. It really is. That is another factory black interior piece with a repair done, so it looks like it must have cracked in the same spot as the other one, which is weird because I've got heaps of these pieces in tan, in the brown colour, and none of them have actually cracked through that section, but it seems the two black ones have, which is a bummer. Another thing that's different on the Jap imports, I think it's only the GTs, STs and XTs that have this, but this here is a vent to the rear for your passengers to have rear foot warmer. Fuck knows why Celica has a foot warmer for the passengers, because when the hell ever are you going to have passengers in the back of a Celica and actually care about their well-being? I mean, if you're cramming people in the back of your fucking Celica, you honestly don't give a shit if their feet are cold. But Toyota were being generous, I guess. They needed some form of selling point to make the GT seem a bit more luxurious. So here you go, rear foot warmers. I mean, I'm sure if they had a luxury version of the MR2, they'd probably have rear foot warmers in that too. That looks to be about it. Any change? Nah, not that lucky. Nope. It's got the nice radio surround. Yep, it's got the GT gauges, which is good. That's another thing I didn't check. I'm honestly impressed with how complete this thing is. Wow, the original cat. I think I'll leave that out. But if I move these spider webs, it's got the original GT dash in it, which is pretty fucking awesome. The dash fascia and the cluster. So this is a black steering wheel actually, so it looks like he was swapping the steering wheel over, because that's not a GT steering wheel. That's actually an LT steering wheel. Actually, it could be. Oh, it's hard to say because the LTs didn't have the chrome. They had silver painted ring around it. Could be ST, maybe, because GTs had the style I showed you earlier, but they also had this as an option. They also had these, which are essentially the same, it's just the centerpiece is different. Like this whole piece. This whole piece has brushed aluminium in it to match the dash fascia, I guess. So I'm not sure if it was a year thing, having the brushed aluminium or the 4-spoke steering wheel. I'm not too sure on that, honestly. I mean, I'll admit I know a fair bit about Celicas, but not everything. That looks like that's it, which means the only thing left is the boot. So I'll put this here for the minute. Have a look in here. Oh, no springs, lovely. Oh. I forgot how much shit was in here. Fuck's sakes, there's a tail shaft crammed in here as well. That is a genuine seat belt. Wow. I wonder if I could get these rebuilt rather than replacing them, because they're in good condition. Yeah, these are black seat belts, and this car has blue seat belts fitted, so again this seems like he was in the process of swapping everything to black. I don't know why. I guess some people don't like the blue interior. I mean, I'm a fan of it. I like the blue interior. Indicators, nothing special there. They're the same as anything else. One thing I should note as to why this has rubber bumpers is the GTs actually only ever got rubber bumpers. Don't ask me why. Toyota obviously thought it was a bit more racy, because even the rallies had the heavier rubber bumpers on them. GT rallies, I don't know. It's a bit backwards thinking compared to the rest of what they've done, but you know, I'm sure they had their reasons. What is this? Oh, there you go. Yep, he had photos of how the engine bay was. Man, it was clean back in the day, wasn't it? And yeah, the car used to be white, so I will be painting it the factory original white again. Of course, this is going to be later on down the track. There is carpet in here. Ooh, I need to try keep this in one piece. Do you know how fucking hard these are to find? These cover the hinges on the coupe's parcel shelf from the boot. These are extremely hard to find because they're all like that normally. I might see if I can make a mold of this and start making them. That is a bloody rare piece for a coupe. So fucking hard to find over here because everything just gets wrecked by the sun. Which is why liftbacks interior pieces are usually pretty stuffed, because they got big open windows on the rear. Sapphire's made herself at home on the carpet. I'm not too fussed about this carpet. I'll hold on to it, even though it's a bit average, because you can get new carpet anyway, and it's no different to LT carpet. There's a whole other window frame in here. Hold on a minute. It didn't look mint though, so let's try get this frame out. Oh, the glass. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, he's got the glass separated. I wonder if he knew how to separate the glass from the rubber itself. It's actually got little rubber tabs in it normally. Oh, oops. Like that, that's how you fuck it up. These little bastards are what locks in the window. Literally just that little plastic thing, and the rubber sits over it like that. I know it's not a fucking great design, but I guess it does the job. The ironic thing is that's really basic, but the frames the glass sits in is so over-engineered. Yeah, okay. It looks like he tried to save this one, because it looks like it's been treated with some form of rust kill. And another one. I've got so many of these quarter windows now. This one doesn't look bad though. Okay, he's got door mirrors here, and now I have a feeling these might have been put on the car when it was brought over to Australia, because when they're imported, their fender mirrors weren't legal back then, so they swapped them over to door mirrors, and half the time they would just tech screw the door mirrors on, and that was it. Just like the doors that came with this thing that I actually ended up binning were so fucking heavy, because they Jap doors which have no side impact reinforcement, and when they import them, they just weld a big fucking slab of metal in there pretty much. But this is an Aussie door, and so is that one. So they've got the original reinforcement, which isn't as... Those other doors were ridiculous. One of those doors weighed as much as two of these. They were fucking heavy. Like, if you had that on your car, your hinges would be flogged. Toyo spares, that's old. I remember Toyo spares. So unfortunately, the boot wasn't as interesting as we thought it would be. Probably should have started with the boot. So I think now I'm just going to clean all this up and cover her back up. Alrighty, she's covered back up for now. That'll be the last time she sees daylight for quite a while. I'm not going to be able to make a start on her for ages, really. I mean, we've got to finish Lily, we've got to finish NooB, and then I have the truck as well before I even think about starting this. But hopefully when I get the shed built, I can store it in a drier area. But yeah, that's it for now. I mean, I'm happy. Even though I can't work on it, and that saddens me, I'm happy that I got to have a look at what was in it, have a look at the condition of the body, and it's actually really good condition. because again I bought it sight unseen, so pretty stoked having to go through it a year later. That's also made me think that I should probably do a video on all the new old stock I have, just to see what I've got, go through the cupboard, because it's probably 7 years worth of collecting new old stock now. So that might be a fun video to do as well. I do have some videos coming up soon that'll be unboxing random stuff I've bought from Japan, because I buy a lot of random crap from Japan. Yahoo Auctions, man, don't go on there. It's so fucking addictive. It's so bad. I spend so much money on random crap just because it says Toyota in the ad and there's no photos. And I can't read Japanese, so a lot of the time I get some weird shit. So I figured that'll be a fun video to do as well, the unboxing. One I've been contemplating doing recently is actually discussing the differences between coupes, liftbacks, Supra variants, as well as the different markets, so the European market, Japanese market, US market, in comparison to the LTs we got in Australia. So I'm thinking of maybe doing a couple of those videos in the coming weeks. It's all a matter of how I go with time, because of the house shit you would have seen in the last video. Yeah, so really it's a time dependent thing, but I'm hoping I can get more content out there to you guys. And if you would like to see videos talking more about Celicas, leave a comment, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, and until next time guys, catch us later.